more ways to improve our children's schools. And that spunky gal Molly Brown takes La Mirada by storm in the heartwarming Rags to Riches musical, starring Kathy Rigby at the La Mirada Theater. Hi everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Armin George, and welcome to Views of La Mirada for April 2000. In local news this month, La Mirada's year of celebration continued with the city's signature event, a black tie formal gala honoring La Mirada's legacy. It was a grand night for bringing together both new and familiar faces in celebration of La Mirada's 40th anniversary. The formal dinner and dance was held at the La Mirada Holiday Inn Select and featured a wonderful program, including a historical photo display and entertainment provided by Leon Guide and his band.
I dearly love the city of La Mirada. God, I just love this, serving on the city council for 8 years and being mayor twice. I was very fortunate because the council before me did a good job for the city of La Mirada. Council after me did a good job for the city of La Mirada. And while I was there, they did a good job for the... But I'm very proud of the fact that the city of La Mirada has been so good. So many good councilmen, so many good administrations. It's been outstanding.
I know a large number of people here this evening, but there's also a large number that I don't know. Those are the people that were here first after incorporation and for the first 15 years. And for them to come back and share this evening with us says an awful lot for the community and for the city of La Mirada.
The evening was topped off with a giant birthday cake sporting 40 candles and guests singing happy birthday.
Oh, it makes us so happy to be here and be invited to start with, and then to see all these, like Florence mentioned, all these people again, and friends from way back, and it's just a most enjoyable evening, truly.
If this city will remain with its traditions and its beliefs, and it's the leadership that brings them to where they need to be, in an extraordinary environment which surrounds us, where things are not like that, but can continue to focus on those things that were good, I think that's where we need to continue to go.
It never happened at our 50th because there'll be a lot of us who aren't around, but it's been great. It's been worth all the work and all the effort, and I just hope everybody's enjoyed it. That's the most important thing, to have fun and enjoy it. Happy birthday, La Mirada.
Community members also gathered to mark an important anniversary, signifying La Mirada's commitment to safety. Views reporter Nick Montez tells us more.
La Mirada public safety officers didn't stop to party, but continued their dedication to servicing the community. The officers spent much of the day handing out information for the 7th anniversary of the La Mirada Public Safety Center. Out to celebrate and educate, the department set up a variety of booths in front of the station located in the theater plaza. They displayed everything from pictures of events from positive alternatives to drug paraphernalia. Neighborhood Watch was also on hand to recruit members of the community.
It's a lot of community-oriented policing that's going on now in departments, so it's really easy to get people to come down and talk about volunteer work and other stuff that they have to do on their department, and they want to voice it to other people so that they know that other departments want to work closely with the public.
The community also took advantage of the Bike Safety Rodeo. Located in the park next to the La Mirada Gymnasium, the Bike Rodeo offered assurance for parents.
Yeah, this
This helps reinforce what my husband and I have been teaching him all along, looking both ways before he crosses, wearing his helmet. And sometimes to hear it from other people and hear it from law enforcement, it really sticks in their head better than just us saying it.
To talk to children about pedestrian safety, actually taking them through our course and exposing them to the hazards that they may encounter as they're out walking. We're also encouraging parents to go through because we figure if we train both students and parents, they'll be much safer as they walk the streets of La Mirada.
The annual City Council reorganization has put Dr. C. David Peters in the mayor's seat. Peters, elected at the March 28th meeting, was welcomed as mayor by City Council and staff. Councilman Pete Dames was elected mayor pro tem, and former mayor Bob Chotner, who continues to serve as a councilman, was thanked for his efforts with a special gift. He was presented with 3 large photo albums filled with pictures from the term he served. The meeting was followed by a short reception.
The city is preparing residents for the upcoming Spring Beautification Awards. Judging has begun for the popular program, which every year highlights the pride and beauty of La Mirada. La Mirada residents are getting their garden shears and paintbrushes out in preparation for the city's annual Spring Beautification Awards. For 40 years, the program has represented one of La Mirada's oldest traditions and helps encourage residents and businesses to preserve the attractiveness of the city. Awards are given in 8 categories: residential, apartments, mobile homes, commercial businesses, commercial centers, professional buildings, churches, and schools. Representatives from civic organizations volunteer as judges to select the winners as well as the most outstanding properties within each category. One of the unique qualities of La Mirada's program is that there is no nominating process. Every property in the city automatically qualifies as a participant. This year's Spring Beautification Awards ceremony will be held on June 12th at the La Mirada Theater for the Performing Arts, where winners will be presented with special awards and recognition. For more information, please contact City Hall at 562-943-0131. In other local news, Biola University gets a taste of a different kind of fame. Again, here's Nick Montez to give us the scoop.
A resident director at Biola University is tasting sweet rewards. Christina Levashef was a winner in a nationwide Dreyer's ice cream contest that included over 3,000 entries. Levashef invented the first nutty chai cream.
I decided I really liked chai at the time, the drink, and thought, why not come up with a flavor for chai ice cream? And at that time, we filled them out, and we had to name it, and I named it Nutty Chai Cream, put chocolate-covered hazelnuts in it, and 4 months later I got a call saying I won, so.
While waiting to be seated at a restaurant, Levashef saw an entry form and filled it out. After entering, she was shocked.
When I found out that I won the contest, one of my first thoughts was I would love to share this with my students in this hall. They were so excited for me and wanted to taste the flavor, and we weren't sure whether it would be produced. And today is the kind of culmination of my desire to see them taste it and enjoy it, and that's been very fun for me. And I think also, hopefully, a neat thing for Dreyer's to be able to share it in that way.
As a reward, she received a trip for 2 to San Francisco to visit the ice cream factory. That is where she tasted flavors that have not yet been released. Levashef shared her creation with students who took a break from late-night studying at Biola's Hart Hall.
It tastes a little fruity to me, but it's really good. I like it.
Well, like a chai latte, only cold, so it's really refreshing.
However, don't look for this new flavor in grocers' freezers just yet, for it must be popular nationally to be released. Dreyer's does not have plans to market Nutty Chai Cream at this time. Hazmat crews were cleaning as dozens of cars were piling up on the outskirts of La Mirada's regional park, but there was no accident. Area residents came to rid harmful chemicals at the annual Household Hazardous Waste Roundup. In the park, Los Angeles County hazmat teams turned the parking lot into a drive-through. Area residents came to rid paint, oil, and all toxic chemicals. The mobile location made conveniency a key factor for success.
Oh, it's very convenient. It's a great idea. It's fantastic.
Pretty much, we give them a list of all household hazardous waste and a list of all upcoming events. We have Roundup every week. We come to every city at least once a year.
For more information regarding the Roundup, call 1-888-CLEAN-LA or La Mirada's recycling coordinator at 562-943-0131.
The volunteer spirit continues to shine in La Mirada as we spotlight more exemplary La Mirada residents in this month's Profiles of Kindness.
Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
A recent high school graduate and invaluable volunteer, Allison Harned demonstrates a true spirit of service. Allison volunteered monthly for the Norwalk-La Mirada School District as a student worker with the Character First program. Allison volunteered weekly at Biola Youth Arts as an assistant choreographer, assisting with dance rehearsals, teaching and practicing routines with children for recent productions Anne of Green Gables and Annie. Allison was one of 16 young people recently recognized in Washington, D.C. with the prestigious Gold Congressional Award, which recognizes young people for setting and achieving goals for the betterment of themselves and their community through volunteer public service. Allison is a role model, and she is truly an inspiration for future volunteerism in our community.
It's something that I would recommend for anybody because just helping others and then the smile on their face just really pays off.
Till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
The Historical Heritage Commission works to bring residents together to learn more about the history of La Mirada. The Commission has co-sponsored Stroll in the Park and Celebration in the Park, two events that encourage community bonding and preservation of La Mirada's history. The Historical Heritage Commission sponsored La Mirada's first Old Timers Picnic, which gave longtime residents a place to share memories. The Commission encourages residents to visit the Neff House, La Mirada's heritage home, and take an active role in preserving La Mirada's history. Commission members visit La Mirada school sites and share its history with students. To date, over 2,000 students have been reached with this non-traditional way of sharing La Mirada history. Through the co-sponsoring of events and its educational efforts, the Commission helps La Mirada residents take pride in and understand their community.
I like calling us a community of volunteers, a community of people giving to people. And the more you give, the more you find you will receive.
When we return, we'll check in with the La Mirada Chamber of Commerce and update you on the latest events at our local schools, coming up in business and education news.
Drain catch basin are the #1 source of ocean pollution. 100 million gallons of water flow into catch basins every day. This water picks up pollutants on the ground and carries them straight to the ocean. Make the difference. Make the connection. Storm drains are for rainwater only.
Hey man, changing the oil?
Yep, and I'm just about finished. Hand me that wrench.
Try this.
What's this for?
For recycling your old motor oil. Just call 1-800-CLEANUP and they'll tell you the closest place to take it.
Listen, Mac, I've been changing my oil for years, and I appreciate your advice. What'd you say that number was again?
Call 1-800-CLEANUP, finish the job, and recycle it.
Believe him. A message from the California Integrated Waste Management Board.
Thanks for staying with us. In this month's business news, the La Mirada Chamber of Commerce continues to grow and provide excellent services for the business community. The La Mirada Chamber of Commerce has an exciting lineup of events scheduled for the upcoming months. La Mirada Morning View is a monthly breakfast gathering held every first Tuesday of the month, providing opportunities to network and learn effective business strategies. In addition, the Chamber's annual golf tournament, as well as other special events, help to maintain the promotion of local businesses and the economic vitality of La Mirada. These include the much-anticipated La Mirada Walk on April 8th, celebrating the city's 40th birthday, and the annual Youth and Government trip to Sacramento on April 11th, both chamber-sponsored. If you would like to know more about these events or the La Mirada Chamber of Commerce and their various activities, please call 714-521-1700. You can also visit their website at lmchamber.org or email them at lmchamber@pacbell.net. The annual Community Parent Conference, sponsored by the Norwalk La Mirada Unified School District, was another huge success, proving once again that parents and teachers must share responsibility for our children's education.
The Norwalk La Mirada Unified School District is creating stronger bonds for parents. At Excelsior High School in Norwalk, administrators and educators held the second annual parent conference. Fresh off the success of last year's event, the second offered parents more insight with information from area merchants and educational seminars. Broadcast reporter from KABC News, Maggie Rodriguez, was a guest speaker among local educators.
There are two ways in which parents are their children's teachers. First of all, through their example, and second of all, through their participation in their child's life.
Parents enjoy the opportunity to learn more about becoming involved in their child's education.
The more support that we can get from the parents in helping with the children's education, the better we will do. Because we can't do the whole job alone at the schools. We can do just so much. But with the partners working at home and helping us at school, together we can really make a difference and keep the children in school, interested, motivated, and achieving, which is really what we all want.
In other education news, La Mirada High School students cross cultures for a shared day of food, fun, and learning.
Hello, I'm Jacqueline Cordova, a senior here at La Mirada High School. Today we are celebrating our annual Multicultural Day, a day which is very special because our entire school can come together and express our own unique cultures. This day wouldn't be complete without the variety of foods and exciting entertainment. Multicultural Day is brought to us by the many clubs here at La Mirada High School. All the proceeds will go to our Key Club and is sponsored by the clubs here at La Mirada High School. Multicultural Day is a good way to celebrate each and everyone's differences and come together in a unique way. And now here's some interviews from the students here at LMHS to see what they think about a Multicultural Day.
I didn't really expect a good of a response. We ran out of food really fast, like really good barbecue, and I just didn't know if anyone would want to buy any because they didn't know what it was, but I'm glad people are trying different things.
Well, all the other students like it because everyone gets to eat, first of all. Second of all, everyone gets to get together and they conversate with everyone else. And it's just a big group, everyone just gets together.
If we have a club like this, it makes the school seem more well-rounded. This doesn't make the school focus on one particular race. It makes it it's very well-cultured. You know, there's different cultures around, Korean booth, Asian, Cambodian booth. So I think it's really wonderful that we have this kind of club. So a lot of Asians can learn about their generation and their culture.
It's a lot of fun. You get to learn about the different cultures, try the different cuisines. I mean, I've tried all these types. They're really good. It kind of brings the campus together because you understand what different cultures mean to everybody else. You start respecting each other for what they mean. And overall, it's just basically kind of like the total peace and harmony thing.
Eager to face the real world, La Mirada High students were able to experience being part of the working force when they participated in Job Shadowing Day, sponsored by the La Mirada Rotary Club. Kicked off with a barbecue lunch at Neff Barn, the career-minded youth and their business counterparts were treated to guest speakers before heading off to view demonstrations, tour facilities, and observe the day-to-day activities of their chosen profession.
I love the idea of going with my mother to go to the pharmacist, and then my teacher suggested I'm good at math and science, so go see what's going on, maybe I'll like it. And I went to the career center that we have at our school, at La Mirada, and she's like, well, we have an opening for that. And I said, well, great. I would love to do that. And turns out it's much funner than what I thought it was. It's so simple, and it's so fun, more than I expect it to be.
Well, I think it's great because this way they can get first-hand information on what's actually happening in the industry, as opposed to reading out of a book or something like that. And they can see on a daily basis what we do. It saves a lot of time going into college and then changing classes back and forth. And this way they, you know, they get a better idea of what's actually happening.
It's so much fun, and you get to meet new people and understand the responsibilities and just stuff that goes around that they do, how hard they work to get to that position and everything. So it's great.
Stay tuned. We go behind the scenes for the latest production at the La Mirada Theater. And spring fever hits local sports. Coming up after this next break.
When you're small, the world can seem pretty big. But these kids are learning more about it every day. Because in his spare time, Harry Cooper teaches the children in his neighborhood how to use a computer. And every time he does, he puts the whole world in their hands. Couldn't you do something? No, it's not your money. It's you we want.
Just
come on, pick up that phone.
A kid ahead.
Welcome back. In entertainment news, The Unsinkable Molly Brown, starring Kathy Rigby, debuts at the La Mirada Theater this month. And Only Views of La Mirada was able to obtain exclusive behind-the-scenes footage of this rags-to-riches musical.
She's unsinkable, and she's helping local organizations become unstoppable. Proceeds from the production, The Unsinkable Molly Brown by McCoy Rigby Entertainment, has been donated to area charities. The American Red Cross Rio Hondo chapter is just one of 6 to benefit from the production, The Unsinkable Molly Brown. Meals on Wheels, the Assistance League of Whittier, and the Intercommunity Blind Center are just a few other organizations that will benefit. Just 5 weeks after the A&E filming of Peter Pan, the Rags to Riches musical takes place in Colorado. Rigby's character, Molly Brown, has an insatiable hunger for life and wants to be considered one of the beautiful people in Denver. Along the way, she meets a Colorado miner, Johnny Brown, played by actor Christopher Carl. The two strike it rich, not once, but twice.
I think what they're going to love about it is the fact that it was a real character and she's captured the essence of her, and I think the show has a lot of heart, which is really important for the play.
Only a small time trickle without the mountains of Colorado, my home, sweet, sweet.
Other than the fact that it's a really fun show, it's a terrific family show. There's a lot of lowbrow and highbrow humor in the show because there's 2 aspects in this show. There's the cultured Denver and European as Molly educates herself. There's that slant, but then there's the good countryside of the humor. So it's a good mix of sort of sophisticated and somewhat unsophisticated humor in the show. It's a fun show, and it's great music that we haven't heard in a while.
You can catch Molly Brown until April 16th at the La Mirada Theater for the Performing Arts. For more information, call 562-944-9801 or 714-994-6310.
For the latest in La Mirada sports news, here's sports analyst Rich Estrella.
Checking in on the La Mirada High baseball team as their tradition continues, Matador Baseball has one of the finest traditions in Southern California, and this season appears to be no different. The Matadors are off to a fast start in the rugged Suburban League, posting a 5-0 league mark. This year's club has a great balance of youth and experience with an equal number of seniors to match the underclassmen. We spoke to Kim Brooks, the Matadors head coach, and a few of his players about what's going on.
I just remember growing up watching my brother Ben play baseball a lot. I learned a lot from him and my dad also. And preparing for the season, I've been in soccer, so I came out a little late, but mentally and physically I was getting ready to go, weight room a lot, and get my arm in shape and stuff like that, and just getting to know the guys a lot more.
With the talent we have, I think we could go all the way. Like, first we're going to win the Suburban League, but that's our first goal. But our second goal is to win the CIF championship.
You guys got a lot of power, a lot of good hitting on this team this year.
Yeah, that's probably one of our strong points is hitting. We work hard on it, and the kids are very receptive. And what the good thing is when you teach something and then they go out and do it and then they see success, then it makes it a little easier. The next day you come into practice and say, okay, let's try to make this little adjustment and let's see if we can look for this pitch. And they're real coachable, and we've had some success, which reinforces what you're trying to do. So it's almost a perfect split for a coach. I mean, I have 8 seniors and I have 8 underclassmen. So We have enough seniors coming back to give us that senior leadership, and then we have enough of the younger kids to carry on the tradition, but also have that little extra fire, the excitement of being on the varsity and being a part of something special. And so it's a good blend. The group is really talented. I have 16 players, and all 16 have played, and that's an advantage I have.
As a footnote, Matadors catcher Jerry Robertson is pretty hot with the bat, hitting 7 home runs in the first 13 games. Not a bad display of power. Hopefully, there will be no power shortage for the Matadors this season. For Views of La Mirada, I'm Rich Estrella.
Don't go away. The calendar of events is coming up next.
Come out and watch La Mirada Theater for the Performing Arts. It's the best thing you could do for yourself.
Hi, I'm Julie, and you should come to La Mirada Theater now.
To keep you informed of what's going on in our city, we have the calendar of events. Remember, if you would like your event covered or posted on Views of La Mirada, please fax us your information at least 2 months prior to your event at 562-943-3666, or mail it to us at 13700 La Mirada Boulevard, La Mirada, California, 90638. We'll wrap it up for the April edition of Views of La Mirada. Join us again next month for all the latest news from your La Mirada community. I'm Armin George, and for everyone here at Views of La Mirada, thanks for watching. We'll see you next month.